Anya Forger. Anya Forger, Anya Foja, is the deuteragonist of the Spy X family series. Formerly known as Test Subject 007, Hikentai 007, she is a telepath whose abilities were created in an experiment conducted by an unknown organization. She is a student in Cecile Hall at Eden Academy and the adopted daughter of Lloyd Forger and Anya Forger. Appearance: Anya is a short young girl with fair skin and green eyes. Lloyd describes her as appearing about 4 to 5 years old at the oldest. Her green eyes are large and oval-shaped with prominent eyelashes. She has shoulder-length, light pink hair that curls inwards with a fringe that reaches just above her eyes and a small strand of a hogue at the top of her head. Anya is noticeably shorter than most of her peers, and many of the insults Damien and his friends direct at her target her small size. When Lloyd met Anya for the first time in the orphanage, she wore a simple black dress with a white ribbon at the front, along with white folded-down socks and black shoes. She also wears 2 black hair ornaments with bright yellow embellishments that resemble small horns on the sides of her head. Anya is never seen with her hair ornaments off, even wearing them to sleep. At Eden Academy, Anya wears the standard uniform with white knee-high socks and black Mary Janes. She carries around a brown school bag with a sheep keychain attached. During physical education class, Anya also ties her hair back with a red headband and wears the school gym uniform, along with white socks and white gym shoes. When she was younger, her hair was slightly shorter and she did not wear the horn-like hair ornaments. Instead, her hair was tied into small buns at the sides of her head. She also wore clothing that resembled scrubs. Personality: as a young child, Anya is very impressionable towards the people around her. For instance, reading Lloyd's mind and acting in ways he found very odd and learning how to punch from Ya. Given her telepathic ability ostracizing her from people and her many foster homes, she instantly took to Twilight for being a real spy. Since being adopted, she wanted to go wherever Lloyd was going in hopes of seeing the spy stuff she always sees on TV. But, after the events of Chapter 1, she has learned of the harshness of espionage and stopped messing with Lloyd's spy work. She is quite clever, being able to spell long words by herself and helping Lloyd out as best she can, even nudging Lloyd and Ya together. She likes watching spy cartoons, her favorite being Spy Wars, and is often seen watching them whenever she can. Anya has been longing for a loving family, as her previous families have most likely abandoned her. This has left her with some abandonment issues, as she cried at the thought of Lloyd replacing her and asking him not to leave her behind. This is further proven by how she lied about her age so she can be adopted by Lloyd so he can do his mission. From her time as an experiment subject, Anya has a fear of people knowing she is a telepath, resulting in her gaining deep mental scars at a very young age. Due to being raised as an experiment subject, Anya does not have very good social skills and cannot have normal communication with people. She has also shown a severe lack of situational awareness and common sense at times. Because of this, she tends to be completely honest, always saying and reacting people's inner thoughts, which usually leads her to initiate involuntary conflicts with others. Nevertheless, Anya possesses a kind and emphatic side, proven when she calmed down a cow after learning through her telepathy that it was scared. Being adopted by Lloyd and forming a family with him and Ya has made Anya feel genuinely happy. Due to finally being able to have that innocent and peaceful life she's always wanted to have, but it was taken away from her. History: Anya's true origins, as well as the source of her telepathic abilities, are largely unclear. Prior to being found at the orphanage, she was made by accident, as an unintended consequence of research experiments conducted by an unknown organization. She had the code name, Test Subject 007, and was treated very strictly by the scientists, not being allowed to play and forced to learn how to use her powers, seemingly for the sake of world peace. She later escaped the research facility and moved from institution to institution, seeking someone to take care of her. Several of the scientists seen in her memories are also seen during Bond's time as a Project Apple subject, suggesting a connection between them. During the year before she met Lloyd, Anya had been fostered out and returned 4 times, and was transferred out of 2 other orphanages. During this, she went under various different surnames and eventually ended up at the orphanage where she is adopted by Lloyd. Frankie later discovers that she has no birth records, thus, having no known age or birth parents. While little is known about Anya's biological parents, when Murdoch forced Anya to compare her to Ya, Anya is left utterly speechless and brought to tears as she recalls her mother. This suggests that she had a profound impact on her daughter before her disappearance. Lloyd speculates that since Anya ended up in an orphanage, the situation must not have ended well. She is always seen holding a chimera doll, later nicknamed Director Chimera, in her spy roleplay. She may also have memories of her mother or a mother figure as she reacts with tears when Murdoch Swan tries to provoke Forger by comparing her and Anya's original mother. According to Lloyd's falsified background, Anya's biological mother passed away 2 years ago and Lloyd has been raising her as a single father since. Her mother's dying wish was for her to attend a good school. Abilities and skills. Telepathy. Anya is capable of reading the minds of other people and animals, her ability depicted as small sparks around her head. However, she is sensitive to being in large crowds as she becomes overwhelmed and dizzy by too many thoughts, to the point of getting a nosebleed. Anya finds it difficult to understand complicated minds, such as Lloyd's. She must also be within a certain distance of her target to read minds. Classical language. Anya is mysteriously knowledgeable of classical language, despite having barely learned the subject at school, as Lloyd notices she could have scored well on her test if she did not have so many spelling mistakes. Resourcefulness. She is shown on numerous occasions to have a decent level of street smarts, saving Lloyd from potential death using her resourcefulness and quick thinking skills. She is also capable enough to make a makeshift bomb, albeit with the knowledge of an aspiring assassin managed to make a peanut bomb. Basic self-defense. Anya has been taught by some early basic self-defense. She is strong enough to send Damien flying several feet with a punch to the face. Above average strength. Anya is capable of sending people flying with a punch, if angered. Above average intelligence. Though it may not seem like it at first, you have to remember that, as a 4-year-old, managed to pass a lot of her Eden tests. Also, classical language is considered advanced in today's society, and she is very good at it. Ignore her spelling. Weaknesses. Eclipsing. In a phenomenon dubbed eclipsing by the scientists at Anya's former laboratory, Anya's telepathic abilities are temporarily disabled during the new moon. General skill. Anya is shown to be poor in a variety of skills including studying, drawing, sports, and music. She often obtains single-digit scores for her tests and resorts to her telepathic abilities to get through classes and exams instead, refusing to study unless under Lloyd's strict supervision and during her eclipsing. Even when motivated to study during her midterm exams, she just barely passes. She tries to play a child-sized violin Lloyd buys her but causes the strings to snap with her bad playing. Poor academics. Anya has low to subpar abilities when it comes to academics, notably scoring very low in most of the tests she has taken at Eden Academy. She seems to have an over-reliance on her telepathy skills, especially when troubled, primarily using it to answer homework questions and cheat on tests. Her poor academics can be partially attributed to the advanced material she is studying, paired with her likely being younger than she claims to be. Lack of control power. Anya is unable to control her telepathy, which often leads Anya to unwillingly read every single thought of everyone around her. This often makes her feel overwhelmed, causing her to get dizzy and tired, and in extreme cases, have headaches, a bloody nose, and even pass out. Lack of athletic ability. Befitting her age, Anya is extremely poor when it comes to physical exercises, getting winded easily, having poor coordination and low strength, being unable to serve a ball properly despite years training in her putting her full strength into it. This lack of ability has extended to various sports including tennis, jump rope, swimming and vaulting. If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later, bye bye.